teams going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will get first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's a draw. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the ball comes to rest right there. So Florida's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot.
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This is an offense that prides themselves on the ability to run the football, right? They trust those big bodies up front, and on 4th and 1, there was no question. They were going to go for it, they were going to hand it off, and they get the first down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Made a defender miss. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Mississippi State right back to the line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near.
Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Let's go! The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Croman Hope. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure. He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. Give to the single back. Across the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off the play fake on first down. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll go to the ground, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch. It's Bruce. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's West.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42 Spider.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Starkville. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throwing on the run. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Thank you very much.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. And the Bulldogs have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's West. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Mississippi State, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
There he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly complete. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's looking to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback and
makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
To this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty...
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
Sprinting away. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. A strike. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Oh, that's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Gets the back moving. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments. Schematically,